Здравствуйте, дорогие друзья! Песня полой луны. Мы возобновляемся вновь по Genshin Impact. Актуальные сюжеты. Отправимся сейчас в наш город, к гильдии искателей приключений, чтобы начать невероятный сюжет нод края, который удивил очень серьезно в обновлении 6.1 и 6.0, где, в принципе, что-то невероятное произошло. Так, это скин. Мне нужен гардероб оружия. Так, да, Дурин у меня уже есть. И уже прокачан на максимум. Ну, а что поделать? Выпал мне он 50 на 50 выиграл. И это здорово. Ну что, Катерина? Кошка начала мяукать прямо сейчас. Ты что, серьезно? Так.
We have no other urgent commissions on the books at present. Thank you for all your hard work lately.
Отдохнуть, набраться сил. Так, вспоминаем, что было. Да, дикая охота, и фатуи творили, что попало.
Things were looking pretty dicey, but in the end, we managed to turn it around. Whoa!
Ah, yes. Are you two aware that the moon prayer night is soon to take place?
Oh, yeah! Llama told us that was coming up soon.
Ночь лунной молитвы.
Wait, why do you mention it, though? Do people in Nasha Town celebrate?
You're partially right. Most people in Nasha Town just see the festival as an opportunity to do business. The festival was first celebrated by the Frost Moon Scions. On this day, they would wear moon prayer blossoms and celebrate the birth of the moon goddess through song and dance. They would also prepare food and handicrafts, and give them as gifts to others. Over time, it became Nod Cry's most lively...
Oh, sounds like fun! Great! Well, in the meantime, since Catherine doesn't have any commissions for us, when we first got here, you mentioned that this was where your spaceship
О,
landed?
космический корабль. Действительно интересно. А что с ним? Откуда взялся?
There's a saying Paimon's heard around these parts, which goes, if you lift up a rock, you'll find something you weren't looking for. By that logic, you'll never find what you're looking for while you're searching. But the moment you stop looking, could be worth a try though, right? Anyway, Paimon suggests we focus on other stuff we want to do for now.
Так, с Коломбиной давно не виделись. Сделалось еще слабее. А может быть, стало еще слабее. Что за перевод кривой? О, про доктора вспомнили.
Paimon gets why you'd be concerned about Columbina, but what does the doctor have to do with anything?
Так, на Атлане мы выяснили, что он исследует Луну, но до сих пор от него ни слуха, ни духу.
Oh, that's true. And now that you mention it, we're definitely overdue for a showdown with the Fatu. It is weird that he hasn't shown himself this whole time. What could he be up to? True.
Доктор точно будет боссом в обновлении 6.3. Я уже эту информацию получил, благодаря сливам.
Every time we headed out with Rarier, she always wound up having to repair Polonia, and that's gotta sting. Losing face always hurts more for people who care a lot about their image. She's probably still furious about it. What? Relax, she's not even here. Huh?
What's the matter?
Oh, nothing. Sorry.
Ну да, это ж создание Сандроны, в конце концов. Песня полой луны, глава 5, Ноктюрн крайнего севера. Так. Кстати, дамагер кто у нас здесь? Давайте, наверное, внесем правки в отряд, хотя Мону хотелось бы оставить. Хотя давайте попробуем пока так, там, если что, посмотрим, что будем делать. Так, куда мы идем-то? Так, отправляемся к Колумбине. Коломбина. О, путешественница. Серебро захода Луны 2. Серебро захода Луны 3.
Hey, she's sitting up.
Is me sitting here a rare sight?
No, we just thought you'd be
Ух ты,
resting.
путешественница разговаривает.
Perhaps I would have been, were it not for the sudden arrival of some unexpected. Not that I consider it a disturbance. After all, you are the only ones who are free to enter.
Я, честно говоря, думал, когда мы встретимся с Коломбиной, она нас за смерть сеньора просто уничтожит, потому что она так плакала, ну точнее, грустила на ее надгробие в тизере Фатуи.
Would it not be a little unfriendly of me to lie down while we speak?
Да, можно было и лежа, без разницы.
I didn't realize you put so much thought into
Ты
little
смотри, как
things like
заговорила
that.
путешественница, прям совсем.
Only sometimes. There have been moments lately where I think about you and your companions. They are warm, mysterious, and cozy memories. Very few of my past memories are anything like that. They say that travelers return home bearing bags full of souvenirs. But my luggage was empty, and I believed it would stay that way.
Return home? So, you're still planning on returning to the moon?
Yes. This planet continues to reject me, reminding me that I do not belong here. If I remain into that, there will come a day that I disintegrate. And I don't mean reduced to dust, or turned into food for the
Alright then. Well, we're sure gonna miss you.
How do you intend to return?
The moon prayer night is soon to arrive. On that day, the moon will be closest to Devat. The Kuvaki in this land will reach its peak at that time. I merely need to grasp the tide.
Oh, Paimon gets it! It'll work like a slingshot!
You make it sound like she's gonna get blasted up to the moon.
If I did that, I suspect I would crash into the false sky. I will be using a much gentler approach. But I do like the analogy.
You see? She gets Paimon's sense of humor.
In the blink of an eye, the time has come to part ways.
Ты смотрите, как вот, мне кажется, не Итер, а Люмин, ну вообще, сколько она разговаривает.
It does feel that way, doesn't it? Time seems to fly fastest when you are enjoying it. I have always thought of myself as a wanderer on this earth, and it has never expressed any desire to keep me. Yet, just as I plan to depart, it tugs at my arm. Is this a gesture of affection?
Oh,
Yes. You are a traveler, so you must have a lot of experience in this area.
then what I would say is enjoy the moment.
That's right! Don't overthink it! Happiness is happiness and joy is joy!
I see. Then what I would say is, even though I am very tired
Конечно,
right now,
она хочет на Луну вернуться, но
I'm
на
still
Луне ж нет
happy.
никого, там она будет одна, и будет
I
грустно.
can't tell from the tone of your voice.
Oh, really? You don't think I sound happy?
I'm just kidding. I could tell you were in a good mood today from the moment we saw you.
Ah, a joke. Albeit not a funny one. Anyway, I assume you're here about you-know-what. Give me your hand.
Actually, it's not that.
Oh, then, do you still want to give me your hand?
Sure.
Так,
Thank you. So, I've heard that in the moon prayer nights of the past, people here would hold celebrations in the moon goddess's honor. Since you helped so much in our fight against the Rehir of Solnari, I think you deserve a farewell party before you return home. I haven't asked everyone else for their opinions on this yet, but I'd like to invite you to join the upcoming moon prayer night.
I've never joined a moon prayer night before.
соглашайся, что
I'm
тут
not sure
думать-то.
what I would even do.
Да,
Oh, don't worry about that! We take care of everything! Of course, there's no need to force it if you're not feeling strong enough. It's just... this kind sure felt like a golden opportunity.
But they call me Kutar, and the Fatui have an arrest warrant out for me. I shouldn't appear in public right now.
I'll make it work. You have my word.
Yeah, we got your back. Well, she does. Paimon's actually not
Что-то
too sure
задумала,
what she's
это
planning.
не важно. Мы скоро узнаем.
All right, if you're sure. I will not refuse your invitation. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to pack a few more sights from this world into my suitcase before finally learning what my
Так,
homeland looks like.
достопримечательности этого мира, прежде чем наконец узнать, как выглядит моя родина.
Oh, if you see Lama, please tell her that my answer to the question she asked, rather, it is...
That was kind of cryptic, but sure. Guess it's between the
Так,
two
не
of you.
нужно, главное не забыть, что именно не нужно, а не надо, хотя какая разница, да? Разницы никакой.
And also, I do...
Ну, интригу замутили. Что это значит? Без понятия.
She's agreed to join the festival. Let's go see who else wants to take part.
Ну, то, что Дурин не лет... Что там говоришь?
Also, what exactly is your plan to keep her safe?
Not sure yet. I'll figure something out.
What? Are you serious?
Так, ладно, план. Давайте, соответственно, отправимся в анклав Морозной Луны, или как он там называется, и поговорим с Лаумой. Кстати, подберем эту штучку. И песочные часы везунчика. Угу. Часы, да. Так. О, Варка.
Hey, Llama, it's us. Huh? Varka? What are you doing?
Beats me. I had a bit too much to drink last night, and when I woke up, I was on Hisi Island.
Ты бухарик, ёпта.
Mr. Varka is helping to oversee Nasha Town's preparations for Moon Prayer Night. He is here to go over some details regarding the decorations.
Отмазала его.
Right, yeah, that too.
What do you mean, that too?
Yes. Celebrating this festival is a long-held tradition here in Nod Krai. On this day, the crescent moon at the top branches of the verdant crest turns into a full moon, and the moon prayer blossoms bloom with a special radiance.
It's an especially welcome event coming off the back of all that nasty business with Rare Air.
Какое интересное слово.
Everyone got put through the ringer
Предзнаменование.
recently, and the big
Прикольное.
shots in town all agree that a big, lively celebration is just what we need to rebuild people's faith in this place.
No wonder Catherine said that people weren't so bothered about the religious element.
That's right. It's become more of a local custom by this point. The celebrations have little to do with whether the religious stories behind... Even the Frost Moon Scions are eagerly awaiting the coming of Moon Prayer Night, despite now knowing that their past beliefs were...
That's fair. It's a bit like the lantern ride in Liyue. It's a chance for people to enjoy themselves, not debate... Oh, one other thing. We just went to see Columbina. We went ahead and invited her to take part in the festival this time.
Wait, so... you mean she agreed to it? Huh. That's quite a surprise.
Then, I suppose that she intends to return to the moon on that day.
Oh, yeah. It's kind of a complicated process, but basically, it's like a slingshot.
I understand. In truth, I had a feeling that she might make such... Well, if Kutar has decided to participate in the festival, we should prepare accordingly.
Yeah, exactly. She was saying how it could be risky for her to show her face in public. We were wondering if there was any way we could...
Unfortunately, the people who carved the statues did an excellent job of capturing her likeness.
Darn! We may have bitten off more than we can chew here.
Nah, don't sweat the small stuff.
Huh? Are you saying you have a plan?
Not as such, no, but the most important thing with a festival is to keep the mood light and your spirits up. You can't go preparing for a festival with those long faces. You'll never convince anyone to enjoy themselves.
The monster spirit is strong with this one.
As it happens, I agree with Mr. Varka. Let's start by making our appreciation for Kutar the beating heart of the and who knows? Once we get the ball rolling, perhaps everything will just fall into place.
Hey! Did you catch that? Lama said the thing!
I'm looking forward to the Moon Prayer Night already. We have a festival in Mondstadt called Windbloom. And I have a feeling we'll get to see that same smile on the Moon Goddess's face at this festival.
Not quite the same, surely.
Anyway, I'll take care of business in the city, but I'll have to leave the decor up to you and the Frost Moon Scions. No one else can capture that traditional aesthetic quite like you guys. But lastly, there's the final key element that brings the festival to life.
Before you leave, let me show you something that we've been preparing. Mr. Varka had asked to see it already, so... Also, I have some further questions about Kutar's decision.
Так, вопросы. Пойдемте. Так. Ага.
What's this? These sure look like they're having fun.
I believe so. Kuhenki seem very skilled at playing drums like these.
Прикольно.
I'm not sure where they learned it from.
Maybe it's an innate talent? In their eyes, they're probably just playing with toys.
Wanatar! You wanna play too?
Yeah. She looks more confused than anything.
Maybe we can teach her next time if we get the chance.
Так, ну это прикольно, что... Ладно.
What are these floaty things?
Невесомая.
We hang them from
Лунная вуаль.
buildings in the city during the festival.
Это
When
шо?
you look at the sky through them, it creates a lovely misty effect.
Everyone seems hard at work.
They are preparing items for Moon Prayer Night. For instance, the sculpture being made over here. Mr. Varka and I were just finalizing the details of where it would be
Нифига себе
placed.
ваяют из камня.
Ah, there she is. I didn't know the finished article would be so
Позовите Шиньхэ, она
large.
все достанет, все доставит.
Not to worry, though. All the necessary arrangements have been made. Just let me know once it's ready,
Как они
and
это
I'll get some
сделают?
people to ship it over.
You have my thanks. And over here, we are preparing a very traditional confection.
Oh, look at all these colors! It looks great! Can Paimon try one?
Of course. I have a feeling you'll like it a lot.
You bet!
Я бы не разрешил.
If you included those in the Feast of the Moon, I bet Paimon would have joined the Frost Moon Scions by now.
There will also be verdant crests like this present in Nasha Town during the fest. The timing of Moon Prayer Night is not completely set in advance. We make a rough estimate, then observe the changes in the verdant crests and moon. As such, the weight itself is a fun feature of this particular festival.
Окей. Куда идем дальше?
Let's talk here. To tell the truth, I am very surprised to hear that Kutar is willing to participate in the festival. I once asked her if she'd be willing to stay with the Frost Moon Scions. I could introduce her to everyone, and we could be a family to one another. She did not answer, but she has not appeared here since. I took this to mean her answer was no. But if that were the case, she would not have accepted this invitation. Ah. I see. Maybe she is right. Maybe the Frost Moon Scions of today no longer need a moon goddess. But my wish was not for her to come here and be worshipped as a deity. I simply wanted to offer her a place to stay. I'm sure she believes that showing herself here might invite Fatui intervention.
Логично.
And as such, she does not wish to cause us trouble. But what really pains me about all this is that this is her birthplace.
I think I'm qualified to weigh in here. When someone's about to depart on a long trip, what they need is blessings. Anyway, she's agreed to attend, hasn't she? All we need to do is simply respect her decision.
I see your point. Yes, she will soon depart after all.
Our job is to leave her with some happy memories. Besides, who's to say her journey to the moon is a one-way trip? It's not like she can't come back and visit if she wants, right?
Paimon agrees wholeheartedly. Festivals are all about having fun, so...
All right, I'm gonna head back to Nausea Town soon. Wanna come with?
Sure thing, let's go!
Так, идем в наш город. До свидания. Знаете, что я вспомнил? Посмотрел на варку. Говорят, в 6.2 добавили в Манштате, вот здесь, добавили волчар. Давайте посмотрим, так ли это на самом деле. Есть ли тут волки? Давайте посмотрим. Раз мы находимся... Ну, раз я вспомнил об этом. Да, пусть нападают. Ага, сейчас. Так. Не вижу я волков пока что. Только разрывов. Только волков разрыва пока вижу. Угу. О! Вот они. Ух ты. Какие ребятки. Прикол, реально добавили волков. Ладно, посмотрели и хватит. Отправляемся в наш город, куда мы, собственно, исследовали. Так, наверх. А нет, не наверх. Идем, получается... Флинц, Дурин и Альбедо.
Hey, over there! It's Durin and Albedo with Flint's! What could they be chatting?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Ah, Grand Master, and the Traveler and Paimon.
Hello there. It's been a while.
Perfect. We have some new volunteers for our investigation.
Wait, let me guess. The righteous Lightkeepers are finally ready to hunt down the Abyssal Dragon?
Haha. Yes, that too.
Yeah, right! Oh, wait! Why does everyone keep saying...
Well, to be precise, the facts match, but not the...
Wait, so I guessed right?
Half right? Don't act so impressed with yourself.
Maybe I can explain. We ran into Mr. Flint's north of Nausea Town. At that time, we just noticed a few abyssal creatures out in the wild, but the strange thing was, I didn't detect any traces of abyssal energy on them at all. On closer inspection, we realized that they were not real monsters, but something akin to reflections in the water.
Huh? What do you mean?
Exactly. It was very peculiar. They roared and tried to attack us, but we could not make any physical contact with them.
I think I've heard of things like that happening in Not Cry before, but I don't know much about it.
Yes, it's a known phenomenon. Mirage-like illusions tend to appear in Nodcry in the run-up to Moon Prayer Night. From a distance, they appear quite real. I myself thought that Misters Durin and Albedo were locked in battle with abyssal monsters when...
But after sharing intel and investigating a little further, we can confirm that these illusions are harmless.
All the Mirage stories I've heard are either animals, rocks, or small houses. Abyssal monsters, though? That's a first.
Очередная странность.
It's a first for me, too. So I'm planning to look into it further just to be on the safe side.
What about you two? Any plans?
Alice contacted me a few days ago. She'd like me and Duran to assist her with an experiment, but we lost contact shortly after receiving the message. I'm sure that comes as no surprise to anyone familiar. We don't know when the wind will blow, yet when the wind blows, we will know. That, in a nutshell, describes how Alice operates.
Yeah, that tracks.
Okay. Well, I suggest we investigate this Mirage business in the meantime. It's piqued my curiosity, and I'm pretty sure I know someone who will already be tens.
Well said.
Right? Whatever's happening in Not Cry, she always seems to be the first one to know. Let's go see what she knows. We can invite her and her staff to the fest.
Кураторий тайн на практике. То есть мы сейчас выходим. Так, режим приоритизации. Пожалуйста. Да, включить. Активировать, естественно. Отправляемся в кураторий тайн. В кураторий тайн. Побежали. Думаю, отряд мы скорректируем, но я думаю попробовать пока так. Там посмотрим. Норм идея или нет. Так, входим на второй этаж куратории тайн и смотрим, что у нас тут происходит.
You're right, I have noticed. There's certainly something a little fishy about this situation. Only a little, though. Records indicate that this phenomenon can occur in the days before and following Moon Prayer Night. That said, it has always been a rare sight in the past. The odds of encountering these phantoms are similar to looking up in the night sky, happening to see a shooting star, and managing to make a wish before it disappears. But this time, either everyone's getting lucky, or they're appearing far more frequently than usual. Yehoda's out gathering intel as we speak. In the meantime, let me check off some points of interest. First, the Abyss.
The ones we saw seem to be abyssal monsters.
Indeed. But we have identified one location where many more of them have made an appearance. And not just monsters, but human phantoms. Given the scale and nature of the phantoms, it's almost as if someone's last memories are coming to life. Or perhaps the memories of multiple people.
Oh.
So you mean the phantom monsters are hunting down the phantom humans?
Exactly. The phantoms can interact with each other, but we have no means of intervening.
Значит, фантомы.
In addition, some of the human phantoms would seem to be from the very distant past. This is clear both from the clothing they wear
В далеком прошлом мне это кое-что напоминает.
They claim to be from Hyperborea, a name which I've heard from Lauma before. If this is true, it means they must be from 6,000 years ago.
Отстает. Ну, перевели, конечно, криво, но ничего страшного. Мы понимаем суть.
6,000 years?
It sounds like this merits further exploration.
Только возобновил запись, сразу кошка начала мяукать. Это стоит изучить. На уроках истории мира до основания Ордена я всегда засыпал. Хороший магистр.
I suppose you're right. But I'll leave the archaeologists to ruminate over that conundrum. Which, in this case, hopefully means earning myself some good favor with our dear Lady Moonchanter.
So calculating. Whew, this Intel broker logic always catches Paimon by surprise.
Sounds to me like we could split the work.
I think the abyssal phenomenon is best left to Albedo, Flints, and me.
Agreed. It coincides with my duty as a lightkeeper.
For my part, I'd like to understand the abyss better. Even a little knowledge would go a long way.
This is certainly a rare opportunity to study the abyss. But even rarer, perhaps.
The Curatorium will take the lead on investigating the Hyperboreans. We put in the work to learn what we know so far.
That just leaves our trusty team of 2 unassigned. Since you became an honorary knight, of course. This was part of my grand plan all along.
Oh yeah! By the way, we managed to convince Columbina to come to the Moon Prayer Night celebrations.
She agreed to that? Huh. Quite an achievement. Never, I'd be happy to join. No point shutting myself inside when the streets are all decked out. And Yehuda loves a party.
Ну, кстати, Ягода мне так и не упала. Но, собственно...
No.
Way to contradict me in front of...
Wait, no, that's not what I... So many people. All right, everyone inside.
Нифига себе набегает.
This is gonna sound crazy, but hear me out. I saw one of those phantoms at Star Sand Shoal, and it was like a spaceship? That's gotta be the one you came to Tibet in. You said you saw the same thing through the moon marrow, right? Huh? You already know about it? Ugh, I thought I was gonna blow people's minds. Wait, back up. You came here in a spaceship? Now my mind is blown! What? Yep, exactly. Huge discovery. You're the best, second best intel broker in the world. Wow. Really?
I guess that decides where we're heading next. Come on, don't look at me like that. I know the spaceship doesn't have anything to do with me, but you don't want to leave me as the only one twiddling my...
Fair enough. You can tag along.
In that case, let's meet back here to discuss our findings once we're done.
I wish everyone a productive...
You too.
Ну что, кораблик. Нашли кораблик.
What's up, boss? Aren't we gonna head out?
Tell me, Yehuda, when did the Curatorium start giving out intel for free?
Oh, sorry, boss.
Ну, сказала и сказала, что там дальше. Так, звездная отмель, это вот здесь, да? Кстати, всем желаю приятного аппетита. Я, пожалуй, сейчас съем кисленькую штучку. Ням-ням-ням-ням. Так, пойдемте. А он корабль, хера себе он большой.
Well, what do you know? Yehuda was right on the money. This phantom really is your spaceship. But that's so weird. Why would it show up here? Is it some kind of projection? Or a ghost? Like, maybe it no longer exists. But somehow
А еще
it left
интересно,
an after
если
image?
фантомам 6000 лет, то корабль здесь при чем? Он же гораздо позже появился.
Ah, you're already here.
Miss Lauma, what a surprise. I thought you were busy with festival preparations.
I was, until one of our people informed me that a strange sight had appeared at Star Sand Shoal. No one's ever seen something quite like this before. I thought I should see it for myself.
Same here. Oh, so we heard that these things appear around the festival period. Any idea why that is?
Unfortunately not. We have very limited information about them, since they can't be interacted with. And no human phantoms have ever made an appearance before. The most we've been able to deduce is that these sightings appear to be connected to the increase in Kuvaki energy around.
Yeah, seems like that's all we can do.
Allow me to lend you a hand.
И что это значит?
Everyone, our friend here should be able to provide us with some information.
Is that a phantom rhymehorn deer?
I've heard about how the Frost Moon Scions live in harmony with the animals and can even communicate with them.
Okay. Yes, I understand.
Oh, it's leaving.
It appears to share our curiosity about this giant spaceship, so I asked it if it wouldn't mind investigating along with... In return, I told it about some nearby spots where the wild fruit grows abundantly. We may live in a different era from these phantoms, but I trust that the terrain, climate, and ecology here, let's give them a moment and hope for the best.
All back together? Must have been a lot of fruit.
Indeed. Now let me ask them some... It did find a lot of wild fruit, enough for them to feast for a long while. This puffin circled in the air several times, but didn't spot anything out of the ordinary. Certainly nothing to do with the spaceship.
Huh. Well, it definitely makes sense to get a bird's eye view.
Indeed. Other than that, I was also thinking that the world these phantoms see,
Oh, I get what you mean. The wild fruit exist in both times and spaces, but there might also be things that only exist in that space-time.
Good point. Great thinking, Llama.
Blunthorn rhinos can use kuvaki to shift great rocks, but this one says it couldn't get that ship to budge by even an inch. The sniffer mole tried too, but despite being a skilled digger, it could not get through. They say that the spaceship looks robust and undamaged. It seems completely impervious to any and all attacks. Whatever lies within is well defended from harm.
So, just like us humans, there was nothing they could do about
Кто ж его забрал, интересно, корабль-то наш?
Yes. Still, they deserve our thanks. We are grateful for all your efforts, dear friends.
I've noticed some other human phantoms gathered nearby. Come on, let's go talk to them.
А с ними сможем разговаривать? Ну, давайте поговорим. Что за одежда? Какая-то интересная одежда.
What is this thing? I've never seen it move, and there's no way to get inside.
Goodness knows. My grandpa says it's been sitting here at least since his grandpa was still alive.
What about his grandpa? Did he say anything to your grandpa's grandpa about it?
Huh? I don't know. In all likelihood, it was here back then too.
Какая злая
Imagine
женщина.
something this huge.
Guess that means that as far as they're concerned, this ship's been around a long time.
Ну-ка. Да, Рамир. А, да,
Come
Ремир.
on, brothers. If we can get even a small chunk off of this thing, it's gotta be worth a fortune.
You mean Paimon?
Yes, brother, I shall join you. Let's make our fortune.
We should go with...
What the? This thing is crazy tough. I can't even scratch it.
Sorry, brother. Looks like we'll have to seek our fortunes elsewhere.
Enjoying yourself?
I was just seeing if I could influence this phantom's perception by playing. But nope, no dice. I'm sure we're all starting to build up an idea of what's going on here now. These phantoms are reenacting real historical events in Nod Cry. It's almost like we're in some kind of interactive stage play. We can talk to the actors, but the plot is fixed, and we can't...
It makes sense. History is set in stone. The objective facts of the past cannot...
Paimon totally thought you were just goofing around earlier. But actually, you were doing some serious investigating.
Of course I was. Anyway, at this point, I think we're forced to conclude that although the Phantom spaceship is right there in front... Don't be discouraged. If nothing else, this is proof of the ship's existence.
Ну, хорошая новость.
Think about it. So many people tried to hack their way inside, but no one could get the door open. To me, that says that we'll either find the ship itself or the story behind it. It's just a matter of time.
Ну, ведьмы должны помочь нам. Мы, кстати, скоро должны с ними встретиться, в конце-то концов.
Seem like grandmaster material for...
I wonder how the others are doing. Let's head back for now.
Sounds good. Also, drinks are on me if Team Knights of Favonius is the first to finish.
Wait, we have a team name now?
Am I in Team Knights of Favonius as well?
You're very welcome to join. We've even got a cathedral ready for you.
Isn't that technically blasphemy? You wouldn't dare make a joke like that if our...
Nah, I'm sure Barbados doesn't mind a little harmless.
Да, смешной Варка, очень харизматичный персонаж. Получается, прям интересно его слушать. Опа. Кендриарх?
Oh, no! Get away! Oh.
I know it's hard to stomach, Mr. Duran. But as I'm sure you've noticed, there is nothing we can do to intervene.
But we have to at least try.
And try you have. But are you aware of how many unsuccessful attempts you...
I wasn't keeping count.
I'm afraid this is the 39th failure so far. Or the 5th if we're only counting this particular victim. There are no indications that these phantoms may be altered in any way.
You seem to have calmed down a little. I'll make us a fire. You should rest and have some
Пить
water.
воды — это хорошее дело.
Feeling any better now, Mr. Duran?
May I ask a few questions?
Be my guest.
What exactly are we witnessing here? What happened to
Но,
those
судя
people?
по одежде, люди с Кенриарха. Катаклизм 500 лет назад. Но Гиперборея здесь при чем тогда, я не понимаю. Типа 6000 лет назад. Вот это вот момент пока что я не могу понять.
My guess would be that we are seeing Nod Cry during the Conrian Cataclysm.
What Conria?
That is correct. As you know, once the abyss senses even the tiniest crack, it floods in and spreads like wildfire. There was a time in the distant past when it permeated all of Nod Cry, causing immeasurable harm. Then 500 years ago, the whole of Tevat suffered an abyssal disaster. Once more, Nod Cry was dealt a devastating blow.
I see.
In the face of the abyssal onslaught, all were like grains of sand tossed around by a tidal wave. The moment you witnessed is but one drop in a whole ocean of catastrophe.
All right. I guess that answers my second question, too. I wanted to know why there's nothing I could do to help them, and...
Ну, это логично было, в принципе, изначально. Полагаю.
As I understand it, history and fate are not all that dissimilar. The latter may be unseen to us.
Yes.
А где вы взяли студия?
I still have a couple of other questions for you. You mentioned more than one abyssal disaster that has struck this land in the past. And also, how are you able to stay so calm when you're talking about these events? From everything I know about you, you're not cold or ruthless, and you're not indifferent to the suffering of others.
Alas, I am forced
Ни
to show my
хрена себе,
age.
700 лет тебе.
Wait, so you...
One is not easily moved by history when one has witnessed the truth.
I'm sorry.
You needn't apologize. Your passion is a good thing to have. Now, at the risk of offending you, I have a question in return. Your curiosity toward the abyss, is it born from hatred or because you sense its call? I only ask because I kept a fragment of Rerear's body in my lantern for a short time. Specifically, his heart. And I hear its power growling from somewhere within you. In my eyes, your mere existence is a miracle.
My honest answer is... I don't know. I don't think I have the confidence to say for certain. Even before I became who I am today, the question dogged me constantly. My doubts remain unresolved. But when we fought Rerear, something became a little clearer to me.
Кстати, глаз бога манштатский, посмотрите.
Sometimes it is the darkness within us that allows us to achieve the impossible.
I certainly got the sense from your 39 attempts that you were trying to achieve the impossible. It sounds like you've resolved to see the truth for yourself.
Absolutely. In that sense, he and I are quite similar.
Then I wish you every success. I look forward to the day of your transcension. Well, if everyone's caught their breath, I suppose we should head back. Oh, and one last thing.
Ну, секрет секретом. Просто не говори секрет. И никто не знает про секрет. Какому?
Yeah, but we barely learned anything, though. I totally thought this would be... And all this stuff about moons and... Hyperopia. What a load of baloney. Seems like people back then had a few screws.
I understand your frustration. We found the same issue. Each phantom only showed a very brief moment in time. There isn't much value to be found in these miscellaneous fragments of a civilization's history.
If there's a silver lining, it's that these phantoms are harmless to the present reality. They shouldn't get in the way of the festivities.
Ну, напугать могут людей.
Paimon agrees. And not just because it's the first thing she understood in this whole conversation.
Я бы боялся.
You look disappointed, Nefer.
What do you think? We all worked our tails off, but the only one to gain...
Well, please do share the Hyperborean records with me. I will gladly inscribe them in our people's documents.
Oh, duh! Yeah! That was it!
I'm serious. Only an expert in the Frostmoon Scions and their history can turn these records into valuable... The alternative is to let them gather dust on the Curatorium's storage shelves. Nefer, you're wise enough to know that cooperating and sharing the profits is...
Well, that goes without saying. Sure, let's do that.
Huh? But didn't you say we aren't supposed to give out intel for free? Now is not a good time to push
Anyway, back to Moon Prayer Night. I'm thinking that we should prepare something a little special.
You mean a parting gift?
Can't go wrong with food. Although, does food go bad on the moon?
Perhaps a lantern would be a better choice. It might be dark up there.
It could prove difficult to light a lantern on the moon. Magical stones might serve that purpose better.
What about a clockwork mecha model from Fontaine? I've got a whole bunch at home. I use them for fighting practice in my free time.
None of these sound like things she would be even remotely interested in. But we don't interact with her enough to...
Yeah. It would really save us the guesswork if someone could find out what she's into.
Wait, what the... Traveler? They're all looking at you.
Great! Haha, problem solved. Now, I need to stop by Dory's. Gonna need her help sourcing a bunch of stuff for the festival.
Then let's leave it there for now. We all have our own business to attend to.
Is something the matter? I'm fine. It's just... I'm still feeling a little rattled after witnessing the horrors of the abyss. But it's okay. This is something I have to work through.
Well, don't put too much pressure on yourself. If you ever feel like something's wrong, physically...
Come on. Stop treating me like a kid.
Так, хорошо, берем ачивочки. Чтобы были ачивочки, да? Хорошо. Так, куда мы идем? Коломбина, это сюда. Это мы помним. Это мы идем сюда. Коломбина. Побежали. 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 Хуп.
Weren't there a few Kuhenki here last time too? Where did they all go? Walkies? For Kuhenki? Oh well, looks like we just came at a bad time. There's still a few days until Moon Prayer Night, so we're in no rush. Besides, she needs time to rest anyway.
Так.
Colomina, are you back yet? Oh, how strange. Looks like she right? It's not like her to spend so much time outside.
Интересно.
Especially since she's worried about attracting
Может, она пошла к
unwanted
Сандроне?
attention. What about Lunatar? Lunatar?
О,
Hey, do you know where Colomina went? Sorry, didn't understand. But if you know where...
она тоже не знает.
Yeah, that's even stranger. What about him? Oh, that's not good news. They change color when Columbina gets weaker, right? And they look super pale right now. Good idea. She might know what's happening.
Так, Коломбина пропала. Вот это вот начало. О,
Ah, it's you. How is Kutar? Is she okay?
мы ее не видели.
No, she hasn't. I came here to check on her after I noticed the flowers had changed color. Based on past precedent, she must be very weak right now. Even getting up to walk would be a struggle.
Not to mention that she doesn't do that at the best of times either. So yeah, this is super weird.
No. Very few people are in the know about Kutar's whereabouts. And if anyone suspicious had visited, they'd have... Come on, let's go to Nasha Town. If anyone has seen her, someone there will know about it.
Makes sense. Let's go.
Ищем Коломбину, она пропала. Так, давайте искать. Это сюда. Вот, побежали. Да. Побежали. Так. Полетели. Опа.
Wait a moment. Is it just Paimon or is this stall kind of suspicious?
Подозрительные киоски.
No, I don't recognize...
Alas, your free and easy adventure time is over. Now,
Whoa! Where'd that voice come from?
Not sure, but it's definitely hostile.
no, not that way. The final boss is right here.
The... sniffer mole?
That's the final boss? Surely not.
Okay, the jig is up. I'll stop teasing you. It seems I've managed to leave quite an indelible impression, even though you've never seen my face. Oh, nothing could make a great mage more pleased with herself.
Злой-призлой додок король, защитница Старого Штата и так далее. Главное, мама милейший Клим.
What is going on?
I've heard that all the big shots in Tibet have long, wordy titles that stun people speechless when they make their entrance. Unfortunately, none of them are affiliated with the Hexen Circle, and we ourselves keep a very low profile. The notorious name-dropping doesn't quite work for us, so that didn't stop me from coming up with a title anyway.
Alice! It's really you this time? Not a lantern or a dodo, but Alice?
Oh, that's right. So, what do you think? How do
You look like...
Oh, that's the first thing you thought. A little surprising, but that actually makes me very happy.
Тебе эта шляпа удобна, интересно?
Because that means that when Klee grows up, she'll be just as stunningly beautiful as her mother.
So she's a friend of yours?
Kind of. This is actually the first time we've seen her in person.
I see. Madam Mage, that was,
It's okay, Lauma, don't force it. Paimon will do the honors. This is Alice from the Hexen Circle. She's a friend of ours. And of Arcus, too. That's right. She's a good person, just kinda... unpredictable.
Well, what is the human heart if not unpredictable? If we could not do as we please, how would we differ from machines?
I am Lauma, Moon Chanter of the Frost Moon Scions.
Oh, I know. Before you got here, I spent a good, 15 minutes getting up to speed on Nod. In other words, I've read the whole in the last episode part, so we can skip the pleasantries.
Fair enough. Well, Miss Alice, I can already tell that you have quite a unique personality.
He'll get used to it. Paimon sure is. So anyway, what are you doing in Nod?
Oh, I thought I told you already. This time, I'm the final boss. And what a formidable foe I shall be. Powerful, confident, decisive, and good luck finding my weak spot. You will... Oh, drat. My one weakness, and you found it in an instant. Thus falls the great Dodo King.
Why are you playing along with this nonsense?
For funsies, of course. What's wrong, Paimon? Are you disappointed in me?
No, it's just... you seem like a busy lady. And this is the one time you've...
You're quite right. I'm here in Nod Cry because something big happened. Something big enough it caught the attention of the Hexen Circle. It concerns the 3 moons, Tevat's borders, and of course, the moon goddess you are currently searching for. Kind of. Why don't we discuss this over a pot of tea? My main reason for coming on this trip to Tevat was, of course, to have some fun. But I do technically have a job to do as well. I'll skip over the complicated parts. But to sum it up, abyssal energies are all that lie beyond Tevat's border. We'd find ourselves in a real pickle if they ever made it through. And the phantoms you've been seeing are a sign that the border has been disturbed.
No wonder they tend to show up around Moon Prayer Night.
Is it because the real moon is now so close to us that its power can cross the border?
In part, but only a negligible amount passes through. Just enough to influence the verdant crests and so on. And as you've noticed, there has been an unprecedented number of phantoms appearing this year. The trilunar syzygy.
Сизигия 3 лун.
Trilunar.
Это что такое?
Eons ago, before the heavenly principles came to Donat, it was the then 3 moon goddesses who controlled the laws of this world. Oh, that's exactly it. The 3 goddesses split these powers amongst themselves, promising never to consolidate them into one singular. But, fast forwarding to the present, the eternal moon's marrow is with you, while the iridescent moon's marrow, which should never have appeared in this world, has been retrieved. Add that to the presence of a moon goddess in the flesh and... the power of all 3 moons is gathered here in Nod Cry.
Так, со времен войны погребального пламени.
It's having a noticeable effect on Tevat's borders. Because I wish to give my darling daughter a peaceful, sunny environment to grow up in.
Kinda sounds like you're dodging the question, but it does make sense.
Well, that's one reason anyway, and the most important one. The others are a little complicated to explain. For instance, cleaning up after dearest Miss R. Albedo could tell you more about that if you're curious. But right now, I have a more important question to ask you. I see. Nicole told me about that legend once.
Nicole? You mean meet Anne?
Oh, so you remember. Yes, of course. That was the story about fate, her area of expertise. But back to the story of our dear moon goddess. I'm afraid her intended method of returning to the moon is unlikely to work anymore.
What does that mean?
She may be missing, but she hasn't gone anywhere. She has disappeared.
My body is so heavy. Wait, no. It's my mind that's heavy. What's happening to me? I feel drowsy. I think I'll go for a walk.
Прогуляться надо.
Are you out for a walk too? The day has come at last. Have I grown so weak that I can't even sustain my physical form?
Как же вовремя лунного мстителя победили, пиздец. Если бы она дошло бы все это дело до этого момента, мне кажется, он бы нас тут уничтожил бы всех. Ну или кто-то появился бы, другой, кто победил бы его, но все равно.
But Moon Prayer Night is nearly here. I was so close to returning home. Death is near. Is this how it ends? Will I return to the moon after I disappear? I don't want it to end like that. So far, at least, I still exist. Even if not physically, I can still feel. But as my power wanes, I'm sure that too will fade. I suppose I might take one final look at this world.
Угу. Анклав Морозной Луны. Последняя зацепка.
Come on! Wait for me!
The Frost Moon Enclave. How much it has changed since I was born.
These decorations, they're so heavy.
It's times like this when you kind of wish men could be priestesses and acolytes.
How fascinating. I've never had the chance to be privy to people's private lives in this way. In the past, people would get so solemn and serious the moment...
Karina, Lametti, it's time to eat.
Coming!
Ух ты! Вкусно.
So just fill these balloons with air.
Yep. Try a couple now to test things out. The rest can wait till Moon Prayer Night.
Think fast.
Чего?
Rita!
Teasing an acolyte of the Frost Moon Scions? Surely that's a...
Take this!
Зерница.
Huh?
All right, enough horsing around.
The task is just to check that the balloons don't leak, right? Does...
Okay, you got me there.
We won't use all of them. And as...
Oh, you menace.
Не, ну не веселятся, это очень хорошая история. Веселиться надо. Ну, все, только не потратьте, пожалуйста.
Is pumping a balloon full of water really so much?
Это весело, но смотря как кинуть и куда кинуть еще. Уиу.
I'm sure you're both tired from playing all day. Come on, eat up.
О, господи, что с тобой?
A plain, humble meal.
Huh? How come Maddie got a midsummer berry dessert?
I don't mind sharing.
They're sharing. I've never shared food with anyone before. And when I couldn't finish my food offerings from the Frost Moon Scions, they'd leave the leftovers out under the moonlight for the—
Hey! That was 2 bites!
Oh, then...
Oh, you too. Oh, don't fret now.
О,
Have some of Granny's
бабулька.
too.
So this is what it means to be family.
Да, семейка, но не Адамсов. Так, куда мы идем-то?
I'm seeing so much that I'd never usually get to see. It's nice being able to just watch people in peace in these. What a rare opportunity. I think I'll go take a look
Но
around.
путешественница должна тебя почувствовать, наверное, да? Потому что у нее светоч, шметоч, шметоч, жветоч и т.д. и т.п. Да? О.
After the War of Funerary Flame, the moon goddesses were no longer recognized by Tevat. That's why the moon goddess's strength is fading. She cannot withstand the world's rejection of her. To be more pedantic about it, the moon goddesses did something to offend the heavenly principles, and that's why they were ousted. So theoretically, speaking so candidly should put me in their crosshairs too, but they can't tell me what to do. Anywho, the moon marrow energies were but a drop in the bucket for her, and that battle against the Ray Hair of Solnari only weakened her further. Fortunately, it happened.
Вопрос, где ты была, когда тут лунный мститель устраивал пиздос?
That's the only reason she managed to survive this long.
What do you mean, fortunately? You said she disappeared.
Oh, what a headache. I thought this was all common knowledge. I guess I have some more explaining to do. Okay, buckle up. It's time for another lecture. Now, I said earlier that the moon goddesses lost the foundation for their existence. The reason for that has to do with the natural order. Basically, the rationale for their existence in Tevat was lost. The same logic applies to the present moon goddess too. Consider her existence so far. Her comrades in the Fatui called her Damselette, and she was worshipped as Kutar by the Frost Moon Scions. But these connections have now been severed, whether by her hand or yours.
So, the rationale that once sustained her existence.
Wait, we did that to her?
Oh, well, strictly speaking, yes. But let's not start pointing fingers, shall we? I'll only end up as the big bad villain, and that's not the kind of final boss I want to be. Of course I do. I'm only the greatest mage in the whole entire... Now, if you wish to find your moon goddess, there are 2 problems we need to solve. Firstly, we'll need to strengthen the connection between her and Tevat, at least enough to sustain her until Moon Prayer Night.
Strengthen her connection. But does that mean I'll have to rally all the
I'm afraid a bygone faith and a former home won't be of any help to her now.
Her name?
Oh, yes. Names are very important things. A name is a fundamental concept that anchors one's entire existence. Then your first job is to find it. As a moon goddess,
Ищем
I'm
имя.
sure she must have a name neither Columbina nor Kutar is her true name, and she's never really accepted either of them.
So, finding out her real name is...
Yes, I know it sounds like a small step, but every journey begins that way. So the second problem is with her plan to use the moon marrows to return to the moon. Unfortunately, piercing through the false sky will take an enormous amount of power. Given her current condition, she won't be able to provide anywhere near enough power, even if she recovers her physical form. But No need to fret. Nicole's the expert in this field. And
wait, Mage N is going to help us out too? That means we've got 2 Hexacircle mages on the case.
Actually, this is more of a side quest for me. Like you said, I'm a busy lady, so I can't stay for too long. I'll have to return to Tibet's border soon. That's the upside you get for looking out for my little Klee.
А ты не хочешь свою дочечку навести?
Keeping her company. Anyway, jokes aside, you'd better get moving. It will take quite a miracle for the moon goddess's consciousness to hold. Oh, I suppose I might as well tell you where Nicole is before. Off you go now. Time to meet your new friend. Oh, yes, and a little suggestion. Don't forget to...
What?
I wonder how Durin's doing. I should really go see him before...
You really are super...
I most certainly am. There's so many children I have to keep tabs on, just in Mondstadt. Durin, Albedo, Venti, Varka...
Klee didn't make the list, huh?
Of course not. Klee is my pride and joy. I have no qualms about her.
Klee's a little angel.
I'm glad you agree. Well, all the...
Да.
She left in a hurry.
Yeah, she didn't pack up her stall.
I must say, I'm now very curious about her daughter. Klee, wasn't it?
That's a long story.
Это такой маленький ангелочек, который все взрывает вокруг. Бомбочками. Угу.
What a lively place. I've never experienced Nasha Town like this before.
Hey, you old geezer! Your hammer's rusted through!
Who are you calling old geezer?
Реально, он не старикашка вообще. Довольно так неплохо выглядит.
Are they quarreling?
I'm looking right at him! You've really gone downhill since giving your daughter free rein in the workshop. You might as well use that hammer to massage my back for all the...
Don't run your mouth, or you'll get a back massage that'll put you in bed for the rest of your life.
I'll bet you send all the materials to your little princess. Blood's always thicker than water, huh?
All right, you've made your point, Uncle Koski. As soon as the materials arrive, fixing your chair will be the #1 priority. And Dad, if you've got time to chat...
See? Lulka knows what the score is.
Люлька.
I guess they're friends. But the way they spoke to each other was so ugly. Then again, it wouldn't be the first time I've seen...
Columbina! Sing outside my door in the middle of the night one more time, and I'll...
Oh, Centrone. So that was her way of trying to be friends with me. What a pity. I won't get the chance to say any ugly...
Парой колкости. Так.
I sure have. She's gonna get the surprise of her life when she's least expecting it. Then I'll whip out
the surprise of her life. What a fun...
Cool, I get the picture. You can spare me the gushy details. Ooh, looks like we have a... Hello there, ma'am. Would you like some Moon Prayer Night candy?
Huh? Is he talking to me? Can he see me?
Here you go.
Oh.
Он тебя не видит, к сожалению.
I don't know why, but...
Ты себе имя дай, и ты будешь молодцом. Коломбина ты. Все.
The most important thing right now is to find that man.
This name thing seems super important too. But where do we even start?
I'd better go pay the Fatui a visit.
То есть даже они не видят прикол.
Columbina?
Ага, все-таки.
Traveler?
Let's go! This is no time to be spacing.
Все-таки она ее почувствовала. Я так и знал, что это произойдет. Это так классно. Опа! Николь ведьму искать. Ты где? Там телепорт был ближайший. Ладно. Кстати, ни одной битвы еще не было, чтобы проверить отряд, который я решил выбрать. Ну, моя задумка такая, что, по-моему, уже урон наносит сейчас. Или не наносит? Бля, тогда давайте поменяем сразу, не будем, короче, всякую хрень мутить. Ну, Мону оставим, Тому тоже оставим. Давайте какого-нибудь хилёри. Точняк. Чего я сразу об этом не подумал? Потому что я дурак. Николь, мы тебя сейчас будем видеть. Никого.
Where are they going? They mentioned a mage and...
So, Mr. Varka, are you acquainted with this Nicole? Or should I call...
Not really. We've never met. Though, from what I've gathered, Alice kind of took Nicole under her wing. Taught her how to speak in a more ladylike fashion.
Huh. Hard to imagine Alice as an etiquette.
Yeah. Alice is a larger-than-life personality, I'll give you that. But then again, that's why she's able to draw such an eclectic... If I remember correctly, being an interesting person is actually one of her main entry requirements.
Hey! Don't go around making promises on Alice's behalf.
I wouldn't dare. I'm just trying to paint a picture of the Hexen Circle for you.
Okay, sure. Anyway, since none of us have ever met Nicole, how are we supposed to find her? We can't just go up to every woman in sight and ask, hey, are you Nicole?
Maybe something she's wearing will give it away? Like, a wind bloom pinned to her chest or something.
Wait a minute. Alice never said Nicole was from Mondstadt.
Oh, true.
That would be... this young lady?
Hey there! Sorry to disturb you, but...
Varka, Knight of Boreas of the Knights of Favonius. Alice might have mentioned me before.
Have we got the wrong person? Well, this is awkward.
When I shook my head, I meant, no, Alice hasn't mentioned you before.
Huh? Where is this voice coming from?
My apologies. For certain reasons, I am unable to speak. This is the only way I can communicate with you. It might take some getting used to, but I hope you can understand.
Hey, it's fine. I'm more shocked by the fact that Alice never speaks about me.
As for you two, we have crossed paths twice before, but it is nonetheless a pleasure to finally meet you.
It's really you! Thanks for all your guidance in the past.
You're quite welcome. This time, things are different. We have reached the unwritten pages of the story. Now then, allow me to formally introduce myself. My name is...
Прикольно.
No, stop! Alice! I can't believe it. I had a whole speech prepared. I'd agonized over every... I'm so sorry about that. Alice took the liberty of devising some bespoke self-introduction magic for each member of the... But I could have sworn I deleted all of the triggering conditions for it. How did it bypass everything? Oh gosh, this is so embarrassing.
This is a very different side of Nicole than what we're used to. She not used to face-to-face interact. Don't worry about it. We've seen that introduction magic.
Please go on, Miss Nicole. We'd love to hear what you have to say.
Huh? Are they talking to this lady?
Will you all promise to forget that horrendously embarrassing introduction?
Sorry? Embarrassing? When?
Yes, my name is Nicole, and I am one of a very few angels who have retained both their preferred. The Traveler and Paimon should be no strangers to this concept. There is another of our kind in Natlan. They call her the Lord of the Night.
All right! Paimon remembers her.
Yes. Well, I have retained more of my power than she. No. We'll be here all day if I get into the specifics. Moving on. If I'm not mistaken, you...
That's right. Is that something you can give us any guidance on?
Yes, I do know a way. It began with the Hyperboreans, who lived after the War of Funerary
Да,
Flames.
желательно, потому что про войну погребального пламени я даже не знаю, что это такое.
Or maybe not. It shouldn't be an issue.
Спасибо, блять.
I'll fill in the gaps for you when we have more time. Anyway, after that war ended, the Hyperboreans were humans I once aided. They accepted the civilization and creations bestowed upon them by the angels. But despite accepting many blessings of the angels, many among them still held on to their faith in the moons. Even after the War of Funerary Flame, they sought to contact the moon goddesses beyond the sky.
But all three had passed away by that point.
This mage has a unique method of communicating. Is she talking about...
Yes, but they did not know. And so, still they prayed for the moon goddess's mercy.
Это необычный персонаж, по сути, который не разговаривает, но разговаривает.
After building titanic structures that consumed vast amounts of Kuvaki, at last they glimpsed the moons and heard their voices. But of course, they were gravely disappointed, for it was then that they realized.
Oh, that's such a sad story.
It is. Humanity was in a very sorry state at that time. The angels who had once aided them were gone.
Just a second, I gotta ask. How relevant is all this history to the task at hand?
Well, I mean, it's... Okay, it's been a while since I've had the chance to speak inside someone's head. As soon as I got started, I lost control and the words just flowed out like a waterfall. What I'm trying to say is... Right, yes, that's it.
Какая прикольная Николь.
Created by the Hyperboreans. The fact that they bypassed the false sky and saw the true moons implies that they successfully built a connection between Tevat and the outside world. Which means, with enough Kuvaki and a sufficiently stable connection, it should be feasible to send one person over the border.
Okay, so they built some kind of portal?
Oh, yes, a portal.
Is something wrong?
I just didn't expect you to summarize it so well. It turns out I could have said all that in one word.
No, please, it's fine. This is invaluable knowledge. I'll be sure to record and preserve every...
Oh, really? Well, in that case, I suppose I could backtrack and add some more detail. I did gloss over...
Whoa, time out. Let's summarize what we've got first. The Hyperboreans were the last ones to use this method, right? So we somehow need to find what... Luckily, we have the moon marrow of both the eternal and iridescent moons, so we're all good for Kuvaki. Which...
Yes. Although, I expect the structure is long gone by now. That said, what if we could take advantage of the phantoms to travel back to a time when it still existed? Well, travel back isn't quite accurate. It's more like we'd be creating a handshake between 2 points in space-time. We wouldn't even have to pick a time when it still existed. It could just be a time when it still appeared in phantom form via projection, or we could project our own... You look lost. Was that too hard to follow?
Ну, ни хрена непонятно.
Things got a little, technical there.
All right. Let me think about how to put this more simply. Over the next few days, I'll search for phantoms that we can use. By completing certain rituals, specific individuals will be able to enter the phantom and make it to the Hyperborean structure. If everything checks out and it looks feasible, we'll just need to wait for Moon Prayer Night, and we can send the moon goddess back home.
Прикольно.
I think so. For now, we'll just wait to hear from you.
Ты все правильно понял, чувак.
Yes. Basically, yes.
Great. Counting on you. In the meantime, we'll focus on
My name? Are they...
Excuse me, Miss...
Go on, Miss Nicole.
This conversation was a little all over the place. I didn't catch your name.
I am Lauma, of the Frost Moon Scions.
Ah, I did wonder. I noticed that you listened very intently when I spoke about Hyperborea and the moon's history.
Да, так и знала. А еще ей не хватает одежды
If
немножко.
you'd be interested, I'd love to visit you this evening and go through it again. Also, if you were serious about making a record, it would be too risky to simply write down the raw details as is. I would suggest some tweaks. Anyway, we can cross that bridge when we come to it. So, see you later then? Oh, and no need to prepare anything.
See ya!
She seems friendly.
It's so nice to find someone who's actually willing to listen. I've been dying for a chance.
Now Paimon gets why Alice told us to mind our heads.
What did I tell you? Now then, the next order of business is, where do we start looking for the moon goddess's name?
Maybe the rest of what Nicole has to say might give us some clues.
Once I've heard her out, I'll summarize the salient points and share them with you. I'm also inclined to review our other documents. Yes, our faith was first established by our but many of the more factually accurate records are from after
Sounds like we're gonna follow Columbina's journey through Devat, huh? In that case, we'll start by heading to the...
Sounds like a plan. Take this with you. I'll see about getting in touch with the Fatui.
Ну да, Орликины, Сандроны, ой.
Thank you, Mr. Varka.
Мистер Варка. Ты постоянно смеешься. Почему? Нервничаешь или что?
I should follow them, just in case there's some way that I...
Я током ударила немножко. Этот самый статическое электричество. Давайте смотреть, что у нас там происходит. Собираем информацию в анклаве Морозной Луны. Кстати, пока я уходил на паузу, я увидел сплэш-арты Коломбины, Адепта Белая Лошадь и Луги.
Yes. Most of the information we have was transmitted through an oral tradition. Inevitably, some of her stories were mythologized, and there's no sense seeking answers in history unless we can ensure the veracity of the historical record.
Makes sense. All right, let's take a look through.
Так, а есть суть. Давайте 5 пальцев. Расскажите, что у нас.
Almost all these records refer to Kutar instead of Columbina. Although neither of those is her real name.
What we can gather from these records is that the Frost Moon Scions worshipped her as a god. I cannot fault them for their earnest faith, but for all their devotion, worshipping her day in, day out changed. I imagine that none of it resonated with Columbina. It wouldn't surprise me if, even back then, she had already begun to reject the name Kutar and everything it represented.
Lama speaks the truth. When I heard them call upon Kutar with hope and expectation in their voices, they may as well have been calling upon somebody else.
Well, that's a bit complicated. I looked at the level of detail, perceived authentic, and how realistic their portrayal of Kutar seemed to be. Amongst the Frost Moon Scions of today, only I know of her existence, and I alone have spoken to her face to face. That being said, I have sensed some changes in her lately.
Changes? Me?
Oh, seems like this is getting us nowhere. Oh, for what it's worth, why don't we check the unreliable sources too?
Sure. Give me a moment.
Так.
Exerting but a fraction of her divine might, Kutar sheared a great mass from the snow-capped mountain and cast it into the sea. Yeah, right. That doesn't even begin. The 3 moons are not but lies through and through. Only one moon has ever shone for us, and Kutar is her name.
The vast majority of ancient texts are filled with fanciful tales like these. I trust you understand my criteria a little. Kutar did not speak, merely gazing into the distance in silence. And where her gaze landed, clearly, whoever wrote this text never even met Kutar. Otherwise, they'd know that her eyes are always closed.
What about you, traveler? What are you reading? Come on, let pipe. The child wished to build a wooden nest with which to shield a fledgling bird from the cold. But being so young and lacking in strength, the child Kutar was passing by. Upon seeing the child, she summoned forth the Kuhenki, who built a beautiful nest for the child.
I remember that.
Not knowing the meaning of Kutar's divine intervention, the child dared not to respond, and thus ran home to call their parents. The moon chanter declared the event a miracle and took the nest as a relic, placing it on high for all to see. The child was named as one favored by the goddess, yet no further miracles were bestowed, and this matter was forgotten in but a few years. Huh. Any thoughts after reading that? Yeah. Columbina probably just wanted to join the kid in making nests.
Ah. I'd originally considered this a fabrication, because Kutar did not perform any similar actions, but now that I think about it, it does seem like something.
She didn't know how other people would interpret her actions. She was probably worried about making things difficult for people. And so, she gradually stopped joining in.
Прыгай, кошка.
Yes.
Давай. Прыгай. Прыгай, кошка. Кошка не прыгает.
Oh, that's so sad.
Молодец, кошка прыгнула.
And now, I can make no such gestures of warmth, even...
Still no name. That's a bit of a shame. But we did learn some interesting stories. That's gotta count for something.
Отправляемся в наш город. Название, конечно, интересное, но в целом пойдет.
Said he was gonna set up a meeting with Arlecchino and Sandrone, right?
О, еще раз скажет про разговор с Арлекино и Сандроне.
Let's see. There's Varka. Oh, and it's Durin and Albedo too. Yeah, this is pretty much the same place we bumped into each other last time.
Опять он
I
смеется.
convinced them to stick around a little longer. We were all waiting on people, so I figured having a little company would help pass the time.
Ah, so you've been waiting for us? Does this mean that you've already arranged things with the Fatui?
Sure does. Now you're back, we can go meet up with them together. How'd your investigation of the Frost Moon Enclave go?
Well, we didn't find out Columbina's true name. But apart from that, it went pretty well.
Aha, just as well that I didn't tag along then. I'm sure our moon goddess wouldn't want every man and his dog knowing all about her private life. Still, desperate times, desperate measures, I guess.
So, Varka was waiting on us, but what about you two?
Ты чего?
Are you waiting for Alice?
Кошка. Сейчас закину кошку наверх. А то она что-то наверх, наверное, хочет. Любят кошки залезать наверх и всякую тему делать. Так, ну вроде бы улеглась. С кем повидались?
Oh, and she also handed me this communication device.
That's right. I understand she informed you about the relationship between the phantom phenomena and
А с кем? Я что-то
orders?
пропустил.
Yes?
С кем они разговаривали?
She said that she'll contact me through this device with more information.
Ah, I see. Following instructions and making observations. Pretty common research method.
Wait, then who exactly are you meeting?
Someone you know. Albedo's met him too. But I don't think Miss Lauma or the Grand Master have been introduced.
Introductions are overrated, especially in cases
Якамото,
like this.
странник.
It's you!
So, it's not like the academia has prohibitions against going abroad. Also, I applied for leave.
Отпуск взял.
I've been writing to Hat Guy since obtaining a human form. I've already brought him up to speed on everything that's been going on in not
Hat Guy? Turns out, I actually have heard that name before.
Oh? Then why did you react the same?
I only knew the name, not the fella. But since we're all here, let's do some introductions for what it's worth. I'm Varka, Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius.
Lauma, Moon Chanter of the Frost Moon Scions.
And I'm a Driosh from the Vahumana Darshan of the Sumeru Academia. Good to see you again, Mr. Guy. I believe we last saw each other on the boat right here.
Они приехали вместе.
Mind you, the only reason I came here is because there's someone I want to look into.
Who's that?
The Doctor, also known as Dottore, second of the Fatui Harbingers.
From the tone of your voice, it sounds like there's bad blood between you.
I was reviewing our archives and noticed that a lot of information about him was missing. Left a bad taste in my mouth. Dottore, or Zondique, as he was then known, once studied at the Academia, but he got kicked out before he could graduate.
Но это было сразу понятно, по-моему.
So the Harbinger's #2 man is a college...
Last we heard, he was planning something. We actually heard that a few times before, even coming to Not Cry.
He only appears when something interests him. For all we know, he might have left already. But the fact he did something here at all is worth noting. It'll fill a couple extra lines in his file.
Why does it sound less like a file you're writing and more like a criminal record? Anyway, we were just about to meet 2 of the other Harbingers. Want to come along?
Sure.
Even though they're
Вот сейчас самое интересное.
well, they're old acquaintances of ours,
Они вспомнят его или нет?
When you talk to them, try to be...
I got it.
The Frost Moon Scions' relations with the Fatui.
In that case, we'll continue assisting Miss Alice with her experiments.
Good stuff. Everyone's having a fruitful time.
А, значит, не об Алисе говорили. Я покажу дорогу. А что там показывать? Экспериментальное конструкторское бюро.
Well, yeah. That's obviously part of it. But I'm not the only one who has a score to... Neither you, nor Lesser Lord Kusanali, nor I want to see him meddling with things... What's the hurry? Don't worry. Pigeons always know which way home is.
Голубь всегда найдет свой дом. Под руководством Варки мы проникаем в конструкторское бюро.
You made it. Who is this?
А, вы его не помните.
A scholar from Sumeru. They call him Hat Guy. He's an old friend of the travelers.
Wait, this is the Academia representative you wrote about? He doesn't exactly look...
I believe this will prove my identity. You'll notice it bears the seal of the Sanctuary of Surasthana.
Well, what do you know?
so it does.
It's fine. I expected as much.
Они его не помнят.
What?
So as I mentioned in my letter, the Academia's got its eyes on Dottore, but this matter remains top secret. Apart from those assisting in the investigation, the fewer people who know, the better.
If anyone asks, I'm here in Nod Cry to pursue my personal academic interests.
Gotta say, Barca, you did pretty well to keep all this under wraps for so long.
You flatter me.
Where do I even start? Remember that time we fought Rerir at Star Sand Shoal? He sure then he could not care less about us if he tried, but hey! The feeling's mutual.
Does Dottore really strike you as the sort who values his relationships with his colleagues?
Fair point.
Which is why I always keep my guard up whenever he starts making suspicious moves. To that extent, our motivations align. Now, back on topic. In the wake of the Reikir of Solnari episode, Sandrone and I grew suspicious about Dottore's complete inaction during the entire affair.
He never lets anyone in on his plans. The more he cares about something...
Indeed. Perhaps he believes that by keeping a low profile, he can avoid trouble. But that trick isn't going to work on his colleagues.
Yeah, I mean, he's been researching the ancient moon's remnants. And he's been trying to get his paws on the moon marrows.
With this in mind, I returned to Snezhnaya and relayed my thoughts to Her Majesty the Tsaritsa, entreating her to have him recalled.
That's pretty direct. Did the Tsaritsa agree?
Yes. I made it abundantly clear that the Fatui's business in Nod Cry is almost concluded, and we do not need 3 harbingers in this territory. Accordingly, Dottore has returned at her orders. I imagine he is continuing with experiments.
Common sense might mean nothing to him, but he's not stupid. He knows that no good can come from opposing the Tsaritsa. Smarts alone won't get him all the way. He needs the Rooster's resources and Regrator's Mora, both of which the Tsaritsa can
Цыпленок
Doesn't he
делец.
have a track record of publicly following orders while going against...
Wouldn't put it past him. We worked together on a research project once. Only briefly, but it was enough to show me that we're fundamentally different people. He has no interest in doing things methodically, stage by stage. His thoughts jump all over the place, and the only similarity we share is that once we set our minds on doing something, we will see it done.
Oh, we definitely saw some of that in your battle with Rerir.
Ugh, do not remind me.
Then I believe we all concur. Dottore will not simply give up.
Fantastic. Now this is turning into a whole day of
Are you talking about the moon marrow stuff?
He also strikes me as the kind of person to disregard experimental regulations, ruin all the equipment, and go with...
Exactly. This one time, he was running some
Вас не смущает, откуда он все это знает?
and the substance exploded. But does he care? No. He orders his subordinates to that gas was poisonous. If I hadn't been there, who knows how many people might have died. And after all that, he left while I was still cleaning up after his mess. What a waste of time, he said. Waste of time?
Она в нее тыкала.
You've been bottling that up for a while, huh?
Hat guy, I must say, you seem awfully familiar with internal
О,
Fatui
наконец-то заметили это.
Thank you, Lady Harbingers, for providing such valuable information. I have no other questions for now.
Wait, what? You're just gonna leave?
You're welcome to join if you want.
Ugh. Just when Paimon thought he'd finally mellowed out.
He makes quite the impression.
I'll say. I've met tons of headstrong people, but not many of them would join me in bad-mouthing Dottore. Anyway, back to the main agenda. Barca, you said that Columbina has gone missing? Or...
Yeah. We're working on building a connection between her and this world. The simplest method is to find out her real name.
I've actually asked her that question before, but she said she didn't know. Consider Considering our relationship,
As far as I recall, she was never dispatched by Her Majesty to claim a gnosis or anything like that. That Tsaritsa's plans had long contained a place specifically for her.
I always thought that was weird. What could she do that the rest of us couldn't?
Knowing what we do now, it's probably something related to Kavaki.
More than likely. When she first arrived, Columbina would often go to Her Majesty, but Her Majesty always gave the same reply. The time has not yet come. So the Tsaritsa has summoned a beautiful blind maiden to be a harbinger, giving her the third seat by virtue only. It was a dumb and stupid rumor. But the reality of the situation...
And what happened after that?
I imagine she stopped caring. She no longer seemed to care why she had been recruited. And Her Majesty never gave her any missions. So she just... For my part, I was busy. So busy, in fact, that watching someone be that idol had me fuming. But still, I thought she had long been used to a life of other people claiming she was needed.
Интересная информация вообще, я прям сейчас вчитываюсь, прям так, знаете, и очень...
I just felt that having a place to stay would cost me something eventually. And so I waited quietly for the day that I would have to pay the price.
And on the other end of that spectrum, you had me. Someone once told me that I had the lousiest work and the toughest luck. That's a good one. I forget who said it. But those words have always stuck with me.
But you've done your job exceptionally well all this time. Because at heart...
What is it? Something come to mind?
That makes sense. Nothing screams you are needed like your name shouted from
Это,
across the
кстати,
town.
очень, на самом деле, поучительная история в реальной жизни. Называть людей по имени. И я, пожалуй, этим тоже буду
Well,
пользоваться.
good luck with it. But if you ask me, Columbina is still the most shoutable name. I'm just so used to it now. After all the arguments we've had, I can't be bothered trying to remember another name.
Nor I.
Sandrone. Hardly...
Настало время прощаться. Дайте пока, ребятки. Фея.
Ladies, I thank you for your hospitality. If the chance ever comes up, I definitely owe you both a drink sometime.
I'm sure it will.
You can make your own way out. Heck, you've been here enough times, you probably know your way around better than I do.
Okay, time to do what adventurers do best.
Следовать за феей. Так, это Дурин. Да, это Дурин. Ха-ха-ха. Да. Ух ты. Что это
Here
такое?
you are. Oh, hat guy.
How come you're back so soon? Did things go all right with the
Fine. Titoi's been summoned home by the Tsaritsa. How about you?
Unfortunately not. We've tried everything. Different phantoms, different locations, different points in history.
Abyssal monsters roaming the land. People crying out in despair. With no...
Every time I see it, I can't help but think, is this what it was like in Mondstadt when Dragonspine Durin attacked? And if I fail in the task I've been given, will I create yet a...
That's just meaningless speculation.
When we encountered similar phenomena previously, I tried to interfere with those illusions. However, we could not change their fates.
The events of the past are like fate that has been written into Irminsul. There isn't a living thing in Tevat that can...
But Miss Alice instructed us to try to find ways to change the outcome that these...
It's an impossible task. Can't you just refuse?
Since she asked us to do this, I feel like it can't truly be impossible. Or if it is, well, mages can make the impossible. I could not have been born as Durin otherwise.
Слушай, это очень хороший аргумент.
You also said that your past 39 attempts were fruitless.
That's true.
But you're still going.
Yes.
After this many futile attempts, surely you realize that you're not doing this because you still believe what some mage told you. It's because you want her hypothesis to come true. It's something you wish for deep inside. So, think for yourself about what you want to do. As long as you don't believe it's futile.
Yeah.
Previous experience indicates that we cannot touch the phantoms, which limits the effectiveness of our interventions. If we want to clear this hurdle, we need to break this rule somehow.
Same thought here. Following the same rules means repeating the same failures. Reducing ourselves to mere playthings of fate.
So you mean we need to figure out a way to make contact with them despite knowing that we can't?
Yes, and I suspect that's something only you are capable of. Everything in Tevat is logged in Irminsul, but the withering that once occurred in Sumeru was a sign that the Great World Tree was being corrupted.
This corruption allowed things that should not have existed in Tevat to appear. This is tantamount to rewriting reality to an extent.
You're saying abyssal power might be able to affect those phantoms?
No one's ever tried it before. If you're gonna try it, it'll take courage. And you have to be confident that you can control
вдохновляешь его.
Is anyone there? Has anyone seen my daughter?
Размаспес.
She's missing. I have to find her. I hear someone inside. Spargana?
If I can use my abyssal powers to warn him that there is danger here...
Yes. The important thing is not the nature of the power.
To intimidate and obstruct. Sounds about right for the...
Let me try.
Have you seen a little girl?
What? This isn't the time for that! Just run!
I hear someone inside. Spargana? Are you in there? What is this? Looks dangerous. I should get out of here.
He really left. Ha! We did it!
Don't celebrate too soon. Follow him.
Monsters approaching from the front. You need to stop them and create an opportunity for him to hide.
Help me!
Понятно.
Monsters approaching from the front. You need to stop them and create an opportunity for him to hide.
No! There's monsters ahead! Wait, is that the barrier I saw earlier? Why is it appearing now? It's as if someone's controlling it. The monsters are gone. Is it... The barrier's gone too. Oh, anyway, I guess I'll keep going.
Главное, что будущее сильно не изменилось. Это ж прям будет нехорошо, мне кажется.
Wait, there was someone else here? Don't go any further. We've got anti-monster traps laid out everywhere. But my daughter must just be up ahead. I have to go. This way's blocked.
We might be...
Wait, there was someone else here? Don't go any further. We've got anti-monster traps laid out everywhere. But my daughter must just be up ahead. I have to go. This way's blocked.
We might be able to use the explosives over there, but we need to take care not to hurt him. I'll use the barrier to keep him at a safe distance.
This barrier seems to be helping me somehow. Hey, wake up! Oh, good. Gotta keep moving ahead.
Музыка красивая.
There's still a chance, Durin. You... Hey!
Бля, я слишком рано взорвал ее, да? А-а-а! Все?
This is a new development. I've never seen this happen before. We might just be able to save this person.
Ну блин, мне кажется, это не очень хорошо, что мы сейчас его спасем. Такого явно быть не должно.
Hello there. Have you seen my daughter? Spargana's her name.
Get out while you still can, you fool.
But I can't just leave her here.
Sorry. Wish I could.
Okay, thank you. If I do find her, I'll get her to shelter and come back for you.
Don't bother.
What's that noise? Monster!
No, if he goes inside, he'll be walking into a trap.
Why? How will I know where Spargana's gone like this? You know what? I'll trust this strange barrier. It's got me this far after all. What? Hey! Let us... Spargana, are you there?
Угу.
Huh? That's... Thank you. Thank you. Yes, it's one of hers for sure. That's her name on it right there.
Durin, just like last time. Use the explosives.
It won't work. There's not enough left. But then, this clue...
It might not be the only one. Better he misses that clue.
I guess so.
Stop him, Durin. We can't let him get any further in.
That's my daughter's book! She's passed this way! I've searched and searched. I no longer have anywhere else.
Больше некуда идти. А мы все правильно сделали сейчас или нет? Или надо было пустить его, закрыть его?
I'm sorry. He refuses to go anywhere else. Whether he opens this door... Albedo? Hat guy? Let's...
Why am I here? What's going on? All these scenes running through my head.
Huh? What's going on?
His reactions have changed.
How many times have I... What's happening to me? Huh? Wait.
You can see us?
I feel like I always could, but that I only just realized you were... But you were the ones guiding me using that marked barrier, right? I haven't done anything yet, but those monsters, those deaths, they feel like memory. I won't find my daughter. In fact, I'll ultimately die trying to find her.
No.
Yes.
Even so, we're trying to find a way out of this.
You've not seen my daughter either, have It seems she really isn't here.
I'm sorry we couldn't help you.
I'm just... tired. Maybe this is destiny. Maybe it doesn't matter how hard I search. How long do I have left?
Experience says 15 to 20 minutes.
15 to 20. Thank you for all your help. Let's rest a while.
Now's not the time for you to start pitying us.
It's not pity. I'm just realizing that I've only got 10 or... You say you're... Yes? A place with windmills, where people enjoy limitless freedom? And you're from Sumeru, where they've built an academy into a giant tree?
Yes. It seems you've never heard of either place.
Those names are unknown to me, I'm afraid. Yes. Have you heard of Hyperborea?
I have, but I heard that it was destroyed in the distant past.
I see. That was where my ancestors once lived. What about Delphi Python?
Delphi Pito.
I've never heard that name.
Then what about Sal Vindagnir?
I have seen that name on stone tablets on Dragonspine. But I'm afraid the only things left of that place are its...
I see.
Значит, здесь разные времена. Помните, в начале я, короче, типа въеживался, типа, что за фигня, и т.д. и т.п. Оказывается, это разные времена. Все-таки фантомы разных времен.
I'm sorry. I was the one who asked to chat, but it seems like we're too many ages apart.
It's all right. We did hear something new, at least.
From how you speak of your lives, things must be going all right for you, I guess.
They are. Mondstadt is a place of freedom and happiness. There's a lot of good people in the church and the Knights of Favonius. We have festivals a few times a year. Everyone gets together to drink, sing, and be merry.
Sumeru is a lot more uptight. Not really the kind of place where you can relax. It's a nation fraught with problems wherever you look. But if all you want in life is to seek knowledge, I guess it's pretty much paradise.
That's wonderful. In other words, after this all-devouring black tide passed, humanity did not merely avoid extinction, but rose to build prosperous civilizations anew. I mean, I can see you all right now. That must mean the future isn't a total mess, right?
That's true.
Well, time's almost up. Let's part ways, I think. The chances are slim, I know, but I'd like to spend these last few minutes looking for... May we meet again. Well, or not, most probably.
He's gone. In a few minutes, he will meet... The ending of this tale did not change. But I believe that we've just made the most progress we have yet.
May your wishes come true. If only it were so simple.
Hat guy, could I ask you a question?
Hmm?
You've never talked about your past. It seems complicated, and it weighs heavily on you, too. Would you be willing to tell me about it? I mean, sometimes it's better to get things out in the open. Take that guy we try to help, for instance. I know about Albedo's past. Our experiences are very similar, and he created me. As for you, you're my first friend, and you've witnessed every step I've taken. Either way, I mean, we're still best friends. But if I knew more about you...
I've told you about myself. I'm a student at the academia.
And what did you do before that?
Prepared for the entrance exam?
All right. If you really don't want to talk about it, I won't press you any further.
I was a puppet built from the branches of a white tree, using technology left behind by the Conrian schools of mechanical engineering.
A white tree? You mean an Irminsul tree?
Yes. A branch of Irminsul that was once connected to the main tree.
So you had a human creator too?
Yeah. But my creator abandoned me after deciding that I was a failure. After that... Durin. Resisting the influence of the abyss, suppressing the urge to destroy. But no matter how hard they are, trying to rewrite past wrongs is... You asked me if you would create a new tragedy if you failed. I told you there was no point speculating about that, but the real answer is... Yes, you absolutely would.
That guy.
But at least you've got people here to help steer you away from the wrong path. So, just keep aiming towards the light.
I will.
All right, break time's over.
Hello, Durin speaking.
Hello, friends, it's me. What have you been up to, I'm detecting some unmistakable fluctuations here at the border. The amplitude isn't particularly high, but they're completely different signals from the ones before, and the scale is comparable to those I've detected previously.
Alice, we were unable to save that person. However, he appears to have retained a portion of the memories gained through that site.
I see. Well, that is rather odd indeed. It definitely merits further attention. Could I trouble you to keep trying the same approach? I need to gather some more data. I should probably have Nicole come and check this out as well.
Ну, желательно так, чтобы завершена глава, 5-я глава. И будет сейчас 6-я глава, она тоже там есть. И, пожалуй, давайте продолжим в следующей серии. Плейлист будет в ссылке в описании. Ставьте лайки, подписывайтесь на канал. Всем удачи, всем пока.